Why did you choose to get on a road and run from Miami to California?
A couple of reasons. One, I have done it before, and I just turned 40 this year, so a big part of me wanted to know if I could still make it all the way across the country on foot. And I think that I have been fairly successful, which I'm super grateful for. I think a big part of that is giving back. And, I got my first name recognition in the blockchain space was for helping the homeless, for founding an organization called Sean's Outpost, which in turn founded an organization called Satoshi Forest, which is a 9-acre homeless sanctuary in Pensacola, Florida, that's been funded entirely with cryptocurrencies. And, the homeless epidemic in America is getting worse, not better. And I figured on my 5-year anniversary, what better thing that I could do than run across the country again and try to raise more awareness for both blockchain technology, but for also the homeless epidemic in America.
That's amazing. And you accept crypto and fiat?
We do. I mean, we're not going to turn fiat away. Obviously, okay. We have a preference for crypto, but at the end of the day, we're trying to help people, so we're not just going to be like, get your dirty fiat away from us.
What are different ways people can involved with support what you're doing? So
for the run itself, it's blockchainacrossamerica.com. The underlying organization is satoshiforest.org. And you don't have to help us. You can help out in your local neighborhood. If you have a homeless issue, volunteer with a local homeless shelter. Just get to know the homeless people in your community, and try to actually understand what are the factors that cause homelessness, because my guess is you'll be really surprised. They aren't sort of the predisposed reasons that you think that people end up homeless. Most Americans are one missed paycheck away from homelessness, and we try to hide our heads in the ground like an ostrich and pretend like that's not the case, but it's the truth. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, and if one of those were to not show up through a million different reasons, through medical issues or divorce or mental health or whatever, they're just one step away from being on the streets. So I think that now's the time to sort of bank that karma and try to help those that we can.
Yeah. And what do you think is the kind of the best way that we can think about donating money if we don't have time to donate? What kind of, there's so many different nonprofits out there. How do you know which one of them is really providing a good solution?
It's hard. The nonprofit industry basically just sucks. It's full of. I gave a talk a few years ago about how meaning well isn't good enough in the nonprofit space, because the nonprofit space, as opposed to the for-profit space, it's a different animal. In the for-profit space, if you attempt something and you raise money for it and you do your best efforts, but the market doesn't agree with your solution, you go out of business. In the nonprofit space, if you try to do some good and you don't do what you say you're going to do, and you don't meet expectations at all, you're allowed to go back the next year and be like, but we've meant really well, and we're going to do better next time, so give us more money. And the whole world seems to think that's okay. So whatever charity that you choose to donate to, I would just ask for the results. I would ask for what they're actually able to accomplish with their money, what their goals are, what their dreams are for accomplishing. And if those goals seem to line up with your own ambition for what you can do to help other people, then I think go for it. Give them money. But I definitely wouldn't give money to a charity just because of a name brand, just because it's a household charity.
Yeah, makes sense. So you're running through America. How do you do that? How do you approach it? Do you have an average amount of miles you dedicate to running? So
my average is kind of skewed right now because I hurt my hamstring like 9 days into the run. So I had to take like a month and a half off the road because I'd never pulled a hamstring before, and that's a new kind of pain. But since I've been back, I've been averaging about 32 miles a day, which is pretty good. And that might take me 8 hours, that might take me 12 hours. It just depends on environment, how I'm feeling, what the weather conditions are, things like that.
Why did you choose summer?
I didn't. I actually thought that I would be finishing up around now, but then I got hurt, and so the byproduct of that is I'm running in the dead of summer now, which is it's a whole new ball game. I run very early mornings. I usually am up running before dawn, or I run in the evening when the sun starts down. I try not to run around noon when it's extremely hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Texas, last week we had hottest
It
week.
was 105 today here while I was out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what other ways can somebody get involved besides contributing funds with your organization?
Well, I think that charity is definitely one of those things where, act locally has huge value.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you're at, if homelessness or hunger is a charity that you care about, find out the organizations that are helping address those problems in your area and see what you can do. If you have money is always great. But a lot of times they need volunteers, they need people to help feed people, to go count homeless people, to find the people that homeless people. A lot of times they try to avoid the public eye because they get embarrassed and they get made fun of for their station in life. So sometimes a big part is just actually engaging with homeless people and trying to get them help, because a lot of times they don't want it, and a lot of times they're very resistant to it.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't want to force feed anybody or
Yeah.
anything like that, but I mean really just smiling at someone, treating them like a human being all on its own can be its own reward. And so just encourage you to, if you see people that are down on their luck, to just smile at them, talk to them like they're a normal person, because that one thing, that one smile, that one greeting might be all it takes to make a difference in that person's day.
Yeah, so think local.
Yeah.
Yeah, help local. Why blockchain across America?
I've been in the space for going on 10 years now, which is absurd. I got in the first part of 2010 into the Bitcoin space, and I've just seen the power of this technology. I've just seen how it's starting to revolutionize all aspects of our world, of our economy, of our daily life, and I just really see the potential for this. And as weird as it is for someone whose life is in the blockchain ecosystem, tons of people don't even realize that it's a thing yet. Very similar to how nobody really knew what the internet was in the early 90s. And I just think the more attention that I can bring to this technology, the more we can wake people up to the possibilities and what blockchain is going to bring to their daily life. Just think the better it is for everybody.
I always enjoy seeing you speak on the stage. You're a great presenter, and I really appreciate the work you do, and you're always such a great community builder. Anytime when you're around at the event, it's always a wonderful event, and you have something really pleasant organized that is welcoming.
Well, thank you very much. It's very kind.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm here in Austin, Texas, and we have gathered here this evening to support Jason, who is running across the country from Florida all the way to California in an effort to raise awareness for homelessness, which is a very prevalent issue that we face here, not only in Austin, but also many of you in your hometowns as well. And I think it's often an issue that we overlook on a day-to-day basis, and it's something that we should be more aware of, because at the end of the day, a good friend of yours, a family member, could be on the brink of becoming homeless at some point. It only takes a few missing paychecks or certain life circumstances to change, where you could be in a completely different position, over the course of a few days, a month. So I would encourage everyone who's watching this to visit blockchainacrossamerica.com in order to support Jason on his journey. And not only that, but we also encourage you to turn towards your local communities and get a better sense and understanding of what is happening there, some of the systemic issues that might be driving individuals in your community towards homelessness, and whether it's donating to a local charity or becoming more involved with a homeless shelter, it's something that I think many of us could all become a little bit more self-aware about. So thank you, and we're going to continue to wish Jason a best of luck on his journey towards California.
Hi, I'm Matt McKibben, and I'm the founder of Decentranet. I absolutely love and support Jason King in all that he's doing. He ran across America in 2014 to with Bitcoin donations only to raise awareness, to help fight homelessness or help people get out of the cycle of trauma that causes homelessness. His email address is actually like something like homelessness is not a crime kind of thing. So mad respect for him and his raising awareness. As far as like the blockchain and this, obviously worldwide donations anywhere in the world for free. You can't stop people from donating to a cause with the Internet of Money.
Hi, my name is Justin Litchfield, and I'm here to encourage you to support Jason King's efforts to help homelessness. He's running across the entire country, from Miami to Santa Monica, to really raise awareness about homelessness and to help raise money. He's going through local communities, small towns, and helping people just make them aware of the problem of homelessness. Homelessness is definitely a problem that we can solve, and I'd love for you to help out, whether it's seeing him along his route, by helping out in a local homeless shelter or at a local level, or by donating at Blockchain Across America.
Say the road.
Hi, I'm Shannon Ewing. I've been in the blockchain space for a few years, coming from international development. So causes like this that are from one person to another, from one community to another, are really dear to my heart. And Jason King running across America from Miami to Santa Monica for the second time is amazing and just a huge testament to the hearts in this community and the decentralized space. He raised all of the funds the first time in 2014, I believe, 2013. He did it all through Bitcoin donations, and he's choosing to do it again because he's a masochist and a huge heart. And we're just really excited to support him. It's a testament to all of us and why we're here and how we care and what peer-to-peer technology can do for one another. So big shout out to Jason. Everyone who's supporting him, please go to blockchainacrossamerica.com and do things locally. So shout out to Nina Arnold and the Rocky Mountain Center for the Homeless in Denver, my hometown. We have a sad homeless problem there as well, where there's a bunch of our friends and family on the streets. So anything that you can do locally, reach out to the people nearby, offer somebody some food, do what we can to pitch in with each other, and just remember that we're all in this together.
I am Jazel Spellman, and I'm here trying to help support Jason King with Blockchain for America. And homelessness in America is a huge problem. We're here in Austin, Texas. I live here. And although we're a tech city, we have lots of great prospects. We have a pretty bad homeless problem. We're not quite as bad as, say, San Francisco in the Bay Area or Seattle or Portland, but we're pretty bad, and those cities are just as bad, and we need to try and make things better. So try and reach out to someone that may be homeless and just talk to them, because we're in a country where it's quite possible where someone is just down on the luck for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they find themselves in a vicious cycle where they are maybe suffering from a 3-strike rule or something, where now they are kind of forced into perpetual homelessness, even though that should not be the case. And these are people that could be doing all sorts of great things, and they're just people. They should not have to live in this situation. So try and support Blockchain Across America, and try and support Jason King.
Homelessness is a problem. We need to end it immediately. Go to Blockchain Across America or donate in your local community. We need to end homelessness now.
Talking about Blockchain Across America. No, I think what they're doing is a very good message about realizing how much homelessness is a thing in the United States. It really is. To be honest, even living in Austin, it's something where I think people see it a lot, but they don't think about it a lot. And a lot of times the people who are homeless, they're not homeless looking for a handout, they're homeless looking for help.
big issue. It affects many people, from elderly to veterans to disabled. You know, it affects people like me.